Justice with Judge Mablean will be life because in everything we do, it involves the law.
Where's your witness?
In the evidence.
That's hearsay.
It's notarized.
I still say it's hearsay.
She's fair.
You gotta help these young men learn how to do this the right way.
Yes, Your Honor.
She's firm.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
No, I don't need to say anything else.
She's honest.
I'm not your child and I'm not your friend. That's the order of the court. Goodbye.
This is Justice with Judge Mablean.
All rise. Both parties, raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do. Yes.
Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Mablean presiding.
Thank you, Will. You may be seated. In the matter of Jody Baker versus Chrissy Minor, Ms. Baker, you're suing for $210 property damage caused to your car seat.
Yes,
you
Your
say
Honor.
the defendant's child punctured it and she should pay, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, explain it to me.
The defendant's daughter had gotten into the car with a pair of scissors in her backpack, and that's how the seat became punctured.
She's only telling part of the story.
Wait, hold on a second. Both daughters, right? Your daughter too was in the
Yes.
car?
Yes, ma'am.
How old are they?
They're 8 and 9.
And where did they come up with scissors from?
The defendant thought it would be fun one night to show my daughter the sewing basics. Apparently, I was told by the defendant that...
I want you to tell me what she was told, what you were told by her. Turning to you, Ms. Minor, how did her daughter or your daughter come into possession of scissors?
Because of the plaintiff's daughter stole them from me.
Stole them from you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how did she get possession of the scissors to steal?
Thieves have their ways.
Well, you better tell me how she got it so I'll know the way.
I had her daughter over to my house the night before. My friend here, she had said that she had gotten offered a chance to earn some overtime. So I said, let's have the girls over to my place. Or she asked if her daughter could stay with me. I should clarify that. And they came over. We had a great night. We watched movies, and I thought it would be fun to teach the girls how to sew together pillows for their dolls.
Okay, so you sew?
Yes.
Okay, so you gave them a little lesson on sewing?
Yes.
And you had to use some scissors to cut out the material, I take it?
Yes.
And they were in a particular room of your house doing this?
Yes.
And what happened to the scissors afterwards?
What happened to the scissors, I think it might be important to explain that my daughter understands, and I made it clear to the plaintiff's daughter as well, that there were child scissors and that I had a pair of scissors that were off limits to them. So I let them use the child scissors while they were at my place. And the next day, I guess her daughter was a little fascinated with the fact that I hadn't given her my scissors. She stole my scissors.
So what size were your scissors?
I have a picture of the scissors. Would you like to see?
And where were your scissors?
At home and with my sewing material.
So you were using them during the time the children were learning to sew?
Correct. And then the next day when...
Whoa, the big pair of scissors.
Exactly. The next day when they were picked up for school, her daughter stole the scissors and forced them into my daughter's backpack.
No, you don't know that. Did you see her take the scissors?
I did not see it.
Did you see her put them into your daughter's backpack?
I did not see that either.
So you're telling me according to what your daughter said?
Yes.
Okay, so they spent the night at the defendant's house learning to sew. All right, the next day, plaintiff picks up both children to take them to school. And somehow your seat got punctured.
Yes, Your Honor.
And when did you notice that your seat was punctured?
I noticed them a day after. I was at the grocery store. I was putting...
The day after you picked them up?
Yes.
What was her explanation for the cut?
My daughter told me that her daughter had the scissors in her backpack, and she tried to hide them in the car, and that's how the seat became punctured.
Tried to hide the scissors in the car, and it punctured the seat. Can I see the punctured seat?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because that seems like it should be real little if they were just hiding the scissors in the car, not opening them to try to cut. Oh, that's not an accidental puncture trying to hide scissors. So once the seat is punctured and you realize it, you ask your daughter what happened. Your daughter says, okay, so I don't want to call their names, but I want to name your daughter A. I want to name your daughter B, okay? Daughter A told you that B had the scissors in her backpack trying to hide them, and that's how your seat was punctured.
Correct, Your Honor.
Oh, so then you went to have a conversation with the defendant about
Correct.
it. And the defendant told you?
I was told by the defendant that it was my daughter who had stolen those scissors from her home. And while they were getting into my vehicle that morning for school, that my daughter forced them into her daughter's bag. So,
So they were trying to each give the other the blame.
yes, ma'am.
Coming up on Justice with Judge Mablean.
And when it's done, we're like, oh, I never expected that from you. I didn't think my daughter would do that.
With all due respect, Your Honor.
With all due respect.
And later,
I had to rush out of the house, call an Uber for my mother-in-law so she could still get picked up from the airport, and rush myself to the ER.
You drove yourself to ER in the waste truck?
Yes.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Jody Baker, who is suing Chrissy Minor for property damage.
Now, speaking to you, the defendant, what did your daughter tell you?
My daughter told me the day it happened, when she got home, the situation that when they were leaving my house, that daughter A showed her that she had taken the scissors as they were transitioning from the home into the car and basically unzipped her bag and put the scissors in there. The bag wasn't...
Unzipped whose bag?
My daughter's bag.
Daughter A showed her the scissors, unzipped the bag, and put them into B's bag.
Yes.
Okay.
She did make sure to tell me when she got home. I didn't see it as a big deal. I'm just like, okay, I'll just ask for my scissors back when I hear from her. And I was just very surprised with reaction of the plaintiff.
Did she tell you that her seat was punctured?
Yes,
Okay, so what do you mean you were surprised at her reaction?
because it wasn't my daughter who had taken the scissors.
Well, we don't know who. Okay, say her daughter took the scissors. A took the scissors from your house.
Yes,
But you don't know who took the scissors from your house. You do not know. You did not see it.
with all due respect, Your Honor, I do know my daughter.
With all due respect, you don't know your daughter. You think you know your daughter. We all think we know our children. But let me tell you this now, as an older person who has raised several daughters and granddaughters, and now on the great, that they do things that we don't expect them to do. And when it's done, we're like, oh, I never expected that from you. I didn't think my daughter would do that.
With all due respect, Your Honor,
With all due respect.
this wasn't a conversation that I brought up with my daughter.
Okay.
She came and told me what happened on
Right,
her
your
own.
daughter told you that A took the scissors.
She brought up the conversation. I didn't even notice the scissors were missing.
I understand. Your daughter told you A took the scissors. You don't know who took the scissors. Can we agree to that?
Yes,
And your daughter says, B says that A put the scissors in her backpack.
yes.
And your daughter is contending that, clearly not admitting that she put the scissors into B's backpack or that she took the scissors from the house, just saying they were in B's backpack. B was trying to hide them, and that's how she punctured your seat.
Correct.
So she put all the blame on B.
Correct.
I feel like both children share responsibility in this, and since each is shifting the blame, you can't punish one over the other.
I object, Your Honor.
Well, you object. I don't care about your objection. I overrule your objection. This is not you and me having an argument. You can object all you want, and with all due respect, you can disagree with me. With all due respect, I disagree with you. Now what?
I'd like to share more information.
Yes.
I've just noticed that our parenting styles are different, but it's just, I feel like I have a more laid back kind of a parenting style. It's the way I was raised. I believe that a child's gonna learn best by being allowed to make mistakes, learn from them, and grow from them, like you actually mentioned earlier. I've noticed just the order of my friend's household, though. It's more direct, more dictative.
Not as lenient as you.
Not as what?
As lenient as you.
Yes.
Not allowing the child as much room to grow, in your opinion, as you, or to make mistakes and to learn as you.
Correct.
And you tell me that to say?
I think that my daughter has less reason to try to hide something from me than her daughter does.
because her daughter is more afraid of her.
Yes.
Or
Right.
may get punished.
Correct.
Okay, so she's not as open and understanding as you are.
Yes.
And the relationship with her daughter, she doesn't allow her daughter to speak freely or to say things or to think like you allow your daughter.
Yes.
All right, I accept that. You got two different parenting styles. What does that have to do with the price of eggs?
The price of eggs?
All I'm suggesting to you is in this case, if either of you had thought to bring your children, because they can talk, and I listen to children. I allow children to testify in my court. I listen to what they have to say. And I'm a pretty good judge of character when I hear those children speak. Neither one of you knows why those scissors got into the car. All you know is your seat ended up being punctured. And it was a pair of scissors that was in the back seat between the two of them, and how and what caused the circumstance, I don't know. I know this didn't happen just from scissors sitting in a backpack and sitting on the back seat. This was some attempted cutting going on. I know that. It didn't happen like either one of them told you. And I guarantee you, if I'd had those two little kids here, before it was over, I'd have it out of them. Because I'm real good at this. And here's my decision. Judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $105. Each of you pays half of the damages. That's my order. So be it.
All rise.
Judge Mablean has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $105.
No matter what happens, I'd still like to be friends with you.
Tell your daughter she's welcome to come over for popcorn on Friday.
Coming up,
So what you doing going to these people's house and nobody was there?
It was my boss's call. They said I could come on to
No,
the property.
going inside.
Oh, going inside.
Yes.
It was an emergency.
You had to use the restroom.
Yes.
you're watching Justice with Judge Mablean.
Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Mablean presiding.
In the matter of Owen Reed versus Liz and Philip Davis, you're suing them for negligence in the amount of $3,910 as a result of medical bills and loss of wages. I understand you got stuck in a bathroom door or somewhere like that. Hold on, don't talk yet. I said I understand it. Okay, so both of you will get a chance to speak, but at the moment I need one of you to be seated. Who's going to be seated? And I want to start with Mr. Reed.
So I've been working waste management about 10 years. So I get a call from my boss on April 10th, told me that the Davises are going to be calling me with a scheduled pickup. Show up at 3, park in the driveway with my truck, load up my dolly, go to the backyard, about 7 trips, pretty cut and dry. I had to pick up my mother-in-law, and I was running a bit behind because of the previous job, so I had to rush to the restroom. I saw their glass door was open, and so...
The glass door to the house?
Yes.
Okay.
The glass door was open. I knocked. No one responded. Thankfully, the restroom was right to my left, so I just dodged in real quick just to take care of business. I finished my business, and the door handle falls off. I left my cell phone in the truck, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, I had to yell and holler for a while just to see if anybody would hear me. The Davises came over shortly after. The neighbors, they brought some tools, stuck them through the door handle. I was able to eventually wedge off the hinges. Unfortunately, the very heavy door fell on my elbow as I responded and caused a lot of pain. So unfortunately, I had to rush out of the house, call an Uber for my mother-in-law so she could still get picked up from the airport, and rush myself to the ER.
You drove yourself to ER in the waste truck?
Yes.
Coming up,
There was nothing in the house. We had moved out.
No one was at the house.
No one was at the house.
So what you doing going to these people's house and nobody was there?
you're watching Justice with Judge Mablean. We're back with the case of Owen Reed, who is suing Liz and Philip Davis for negligence.
Mr. and Mrs. Davis, who wants to speak?
I'll speak.
All right.
That morning, I did call Waste Management. I asked them to come by after 2 o'clock. I said, the back gate will be unlocked for you. And that was fine. And then we went about our business. And then around,
Was there anything in the house?
there was nothing in the house. We had moved out.
No one was at the house.
No one was at the house.
So what you doing going to these people's house? Nobody was there.
It was my boss's call. They said I could come onto
No,
the property.
going inside.
Oh, going inside.
Yes.
It was an emergency.
You had to use the restroom.
Yes.
And no one invited you into their home. You took it upon yourself to go in.
I had permission to enter the property.
How?
Through the notes, they said that the gate was open, and on top of the gate being open.
Did you go inside to get boxes?
Yeah, I had to go into the backyard to retrieve the boxes.
No. It was my question. Did you have to go inside the house to get any of the boxes?
No, I did not.
So you had permission to go into the yard to get boxes.
It said property.
You know what? You really trying to be slick like that?
Nope.
You know good and well there's a difference in going into the yard to get the property and going into the house to get the property. Did she tell you that the boxes were in the backyard?
Yes, she did.
Okay, don't get slick with me.
Okay.
Mr. Davis, you have anything to add?
I mean,
Yes.
I mean, honestly, I feel horrible it happened. He's obviously, I don't begrudge someone using the restroom, and I feel horrible he had to go through that, but I just don't understand how his problem is now our problem.
It's not.
It was an accident, you know?
It's not. And I'm gonna tell you why it's not their problem. You were on the job. You got hurt on the job.
Judge Mablean's verdict when Justice with Judge Mablean returns. You're watching Justice with Judge Mablean.
You were in the course and scope of work that you went to use the bathroom in somebody else's house. You got hurt on the job. That is workers' compensation. You should file the claim first. That's your first claim. And then if the Workers' Compensation Board says, no, the homeowner is responsible, I don't see how they could say that because the home is vacant. You were asked to go to the backyard to pick up boxes. You were never given permission to enter the home under any circumstances whatsoever. So they don't owe you.
May I interject?
You may interject and say whatever you want to say.
Okay, fair enough. Unfortunately, the door handle fell off and I wasn't able to get out. And the argument was, or at least what we agreed upon, was that they would hold their side of the door while I'm trying to remove the door. That way I can leave. And unfortunately, they weren't holding on to the door when I asked them to. And that's how it fell on me.
No,
Had it gone any differently, I wouldn't be here.
The bottom line, if you hadn't been in the house, now you're gonna blame them for trying to help you and they couldn't do it in the manner that you think they should have done it. If you hadn't been in the house in the first place, it wouldn't have been a door to hold. So you file your claim with the city and see what they have to say. Judgment for the defendants. That's my order.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All rise.
Judge Mablean has ruled in favor of the co-defendants. The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
I hate that you had to go through that, but I'm sorry. We just can't afford to pay for your mistake.
Unfortunately, my children are going to be suffering for this, so I'm just going to have to make ends meet another way.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.